Hello everybody, this is Tihomir with the jBPM team, and in this video we will generate the jBPM business app together. A lot of our focus recently has been around business app generation, and a lot of stuff like documentation, blogs, videos is coming out very soon, so stay tuned on that. This being one of the first videos on this, I will not go into great detail on how every single thing works here, given we want to showcase a demo. However, again, stay tuned. A lot of stuff is coming. The documentation about the stuff that we've been working on is great, and stay tuned for a lot more stuff on it. So let's just get started. The business app creation starts on startjbpm.org. You can go there right now, and you have two different options. You can either generate your business app using default settings, and we will see what they are, or you can go ahead and configure your business application. So let's go through those steps. As you can see, the configuration of your business app is just a quick 4-step process. It takes literally seconds to do. The first step, we will choose our application types. We have 3 different types to choose from, and they really determine your capabilities of what your business application can do. The first and also the default is the business automation, that includes ability to execute the business rules, business processes, stuff like that. The second one, decision management, is focuses for business apps that want to do rule execution. And the third one is business optimization, which allows your business application to have like OptiPlanner type of optimization and solve those types of problems. So we'll, for our demo, click on business automation, because we have rules and business processes we want to execute in the demo. The next step is basically you have to give small information about your business app, such as name, because these are Maven projects that get generated. You select the default package name, and here you have to select the version, the key of version that you want to use, either from an older version, the newest version, or you can enter in the version that you want to use for your business app. The third step is select your business application components. By default, your app will come with 3 components, which is the business assets component. That component is for where all your business processes, business rules, and anything business related goes in. The second module is the data module. This is the module that can host your object model, reusable object model, that can be reused between the business assets, your service, and things like that. The third component is our service component of our business application. This is our executable Spring Boot based app that can be both ran locally, and you can see out of the box you can launch your application in the cloud. This service application will contain a running execution key, execution server, your business assets, and the business component of the business app will be automatically already deployed there for you, and any business processes and rules that you may have there are able to be executed and found and executed and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and generate. The selections that I have chosen are pretty much the same as if you clicked on the generate default business application button, but we just went through it. So you can see you can generate this app with just a single button click. So let's go ahead and generate it. This will give us a zip file, as you can see here, and the zip file contains our 3 components of our business application. The business application is executable out of the box, so we don't have to make a single change to the contents of the zip file to actually get it up and running. So let me show you how that's done. I'm just going to here copy from our downloads directory our business application directory that we unzipped from the zip file. Oh, sorry. And here are 3 modules. I'm going to go in our business application service module, which is our our Spring Boot based service app. Here you can see you have different launch scripts, and the documentation describe what the dev ones do in detail, but basic ones you have to focus on right now for this demo are launch.bat, which is the launch script for Windows, and launch.sh, which is for Unix environments. So I'm just going to give it permissions, and I'm going to, so this is launch sh clean install, which is go ahead to launch the application. So what the launch script will do, it will start building our components of our business app. So first it will build our reusable business model, then it will build our business assets, our processes and rules, and then it will build our service application. And once it has built everything, it will go ahead and launch our application. And as we said, this is a Spring Boot app. So let's go ahead and wait a second for that until it starts. Alright, started successfully, and let's go ahead and look at our business application. And this is it. This is the welcome page. It has the name of your app, the version that you have selected or entered in startjbpm.org. When you generated the app, shows you the capabilities or the components that you have chosen for your business application. And it's already up and running. Out of the box, you get your REST API for your execution server. Out of the box, you have your containers already registered for you. So in your key container, you have your business application kjar module, which is already so any rules, any business processes are available through the REST API to be started, the signal to whatever you need is basically right there for you. All you really need to do is expand on what's existing here already done for you. So go ahead and generate your rules, generate your business processes, generate a UI for your business application, and put it all together using everything that you already have. Now again, for the sake for this demo, I will not show how we deploy this to the cloud, but there is going to be documentation and blogs about specific steps you have to do, which are already there for you, how to do that. So let's talk about a demo that we want to create. Our demo is based on the generic business application that you get doing these steps, and we have expanded on that a little bit, and I will show you specifically everything that we have done for the demo. For the sake of time and for your sake of not having to follow step-by-step instructions, I have already uploaded to my GitHub the demo application, and we will go ahead and use it here. Let's see what we're going to do. For that, we will go ahead and look at the business process. Alright, for our demo app. Just wait a second for this. Alright, so what this is basically is the Kia Workbench, and again, you can easily download this from jbpm.org, so I'm not running anything else, which you can simply download. And what I've done is I've imported the kjar module of our business application. So this is again the component of our business app, which contains the processes and the rules. So let's take a look at the business process that we want to actually execute. And this is a simple process. Our business process uses a work item here. And for those who are new to jBPM, work items, you can look at them as tasks or executable components, which allow you to connect and interact with different outside services. So stuff that is basically pretty hard to do yourself in BPMN2 alone, you can implement the actual logic of your work items yourself. And let's kind of, at this point, take a look at our work item, a jBPM work item repository, to kind of get a feel of what work items we're using and what kind of work items there are that you can possibly use. So I'm just going to quickly start the jBPM work item repository, which you can do yourself locally as well. This is also Spring Boot app. So let's take a look at that. So the Spring Boot repository is a place where you can go to install different work items that we currently have for jBPM. And of course, we're looking for contributions here. If you would like to contribute or help with creating some of the work items, we're more than welcome to help you with that. These work items range from integration to Camel, Dropbox, different Google services, Jira, weather information, and one of the ones we've created for this demo is this Riot Games work item. Riot Games being the company behind this popular game, League of Legends. And the Riot Games work item is actually a collection of 3 work items that you can use, is that interact with the Riot Games public API. And so these work items are able to interact with this API, gather the information from it, and things like that. And you can use this out of the box. You don't have to implement this interaction with this Riot Games API yourself. Same thing for all the other services that we provide work items for. So let's go back to our business process here. So what our business process does for the demo is it has 3 inputs. The first thing that we need from our users is a summoner name. The second thing we need is the platform or the location in the world where this summoner or player, I guess summoner is the name in this game, what they call players, where he plays this game, and the number of recent games or matches they have played. The result, now with this information we can go ahead and query, the work item queries the Riot Games API, public API, and the results of this query to this API we put into a matches info process variable. Now this information that we get back, we can either display it as is if we choose to, but the power of our business applications that we can both execute processes and rules, we will actually have business rules that evaluate this information coming from the Riot API. And let's take a look at these rules. They will take the match information, team stat information that comes back, and then we're going to go ahead and calculate some totals, calculate averages and stuff like that. So the information that we in our business application will display to our users is unique and is not just a API dump. So it does have value to our users. And all this stuff is going to be calculated or determined through business rules. So it's very powerful. All right, so you can go through this as you wish. To go through each business rules and enhance them and do whatever else you want, modify as you wish. So that's basically our rules and business process. Now let's take a look at our service application. And for that, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to open up IntelliJ. And let's go ahead and open our service app. So let's go ahead and write demo, okay, our service, and we're going to, since this is a Maven project, you can easily open it in your favorite IDE. Let's take a second for that to load. All right. So for a demo, what we have done is your service module by default does not come with a UI. This is something that you have to pick and choose what UI technology you want to use for your business application. We're definitely not forcing you to use a single technology in here, pretty much anywhere. However, especially not with UI technology. But for sake of this demo, we will use TimeLeaf, which has very good Spring Boot integration with Spring Boot, basically. So for this, what we've had to do, let's take a look at the POM, and I have a section here added for demo, so you can see the difference between what you get out of the box and what you get for what we've added to the demo. So one of the things we have added is the Spring Boot Starter TimeLeaf dependency. This is basically the only dependency you need to add TimeLeaf. And also you will need Nico HTML, so you don't have to deal with your HTML can be a lot better, easier to handle this way. The other thing we have done is added a dependency to our model, which we do have a reusable object model there. We'll show that as well. And the third dependency is basically the dependency to your Riot work item, which you will need because we need this to start executing business process. They use this particular work item. The second thing we've added is a couple of mappings. So one of the things our application, our starting point for our application is going to be our localhost 8080/Riot demo, and this will translate to our Riot demo HTML, and we will see this in a second. Then we have a Riot demo results page, which once our business process is executed, we've gathered information from the Riot API and ran it, evaluated through business rules. Once we have all the information out, we will actually display it to our users. So basically, our application, once we go to /Riot demo, user will be displayed with a form, simple HTML form, which we should take a look at. We will gather the 3 pieces of information that we saw we needed for our work item, which is the summoner or gamer name, the platform, and the last number of games they've played. Once the post mapping, so the form has executed on this page, the form has been submitted, we'll run the process. This is a very simple API. We create an input map. We resolve our container. We might have multiple containers running in our execution server for application. So basically here we just have one, but we can call it by its alias rather than hard coding specific Gab information about it. And then basically we go ahead and start this process. And that's really it. Once the process execute, we have the results available in our UI. And with that, this is the get mapping for our Riot demo results. So when the user accesses the form, submit, goes to /Riot demo results. From the business process, we have the matches averages and also the summoner input objects available. We set them as attributes to our model. This is timely stuff. You can read the information on that. And then we return our Riot demo results template here. This is very simple HTML. I'm sure you can create a lot better than what we have in this demo. This is the results that basically uses Bootstrap and shows the information that we've gathered from the business process. That's pretty much it. So let's take a look at our business application and what it actually looks like. Alright, so here, Control-C. Sorry, dog. Alright, let's go to our Riot demo app and go to the Riot demo service. And same here, we're going to go ahead and execute the launch sh script with clean install. So again, we'll build the model, build the kjar, and then go ahead and build and start our service. Let's take a second. Started. Now let's go ahead and localhost 8090. This will give us our main landing page. But however, if we've seen in our controller, we have get mapping for Riot demo. So let's go to /Riot demo. Alright, and here we are. This is in our application. If you look at the demo, the Riot demo.html. So this is our HTML form, which we gather information: the summoner name, the summoner platform, and the number of games. And if you remember from our business process, these are the three inputs to our work item. The summoner name, the summoner platform, and the number of matches. So this information, once we gather from the user to the HTML form, will be then sent, once we start the process, becomes input parameters to our process and be sent to the Riot match work item that we're using here. So let's go back to our application. Here for summoner name, there's so many, and I don't know a lot of or any of the players here. There is one here that I heard was really good. This particular gamer plays in Korea, so the KR, but you can select different platforms where this or parts of the world where this game is played. And let's go ahead and select, let's say, 50 last games that this person has played. And when we click search, now bear in mind, unfortunately, this Riot API is very slow, so this can take sometimes a number of seconds to actually get the data back. When we click search, so it gives us the opportunity to show what it's doing. We got to the post mapping of Riot demo. Then this runs the run process method. As we've seen, the run process method sets the input for a business process and go ahead and starts the process for us. Once it's done, we go to the results, where we the results Riot demo results.html, where we display the information that we get the process gathered from the Riot API and then process through our business rules that we have in our business process. So okay, it's done here. So here's our results. We have again the summoner input. This is the input object of the first form that we have seen, where he plays the number of games. The games won, so out of 50 games, our business rules have evaluated that this person won 31 games. And then we have different information, which are game related. If you're creating a business process for different games and different APIs, of course this will be different. But for example, these Baron kills, the total in all 50 games is 24 and per match. And the same thing for other types of information. So this is the information that we gathered and then evaluated with our business processes and business rules. And that's really it for the first demo. I really hope that you guys like this. Like I said, a lot more information and demos and documentation and stuff like that is coming your way that we're working on. We would like to ask, of course, as always, for people, if you're interested in contributing to jBPM, contributing to the business application work that we're doing, the work item stuff we're adding constantly new work items. If you have some ideas, if you would like to contribute, if you'd like to help us out, more than appreciated. as always. And if you have any questions, again, feel free to post them. Hit us up on IRC, Google Groups. We have a lot of places where you can talk to us, get up and running, and we will be really happy to help you. So thanks again for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something, and I hope you get some good ideas of through this demo building your own business application in the future. Thanks a lot.